All right, y'all, welcome back to Hot Live. It's Rick Party with the one and the only Keith Sweat, y'all. Okay, so this is Sweat Fest. It's going down in Montego Bay, Jamaica. Make sure you go to KeithSweat.com, just as simple as that. And as you can see, the sweat is dripping right here, y'all. It's a Sweat Fest, man. No better place to have it than Montego Bay. Why'd you pick Montego Bay, Keith?
Well, you know, Montego Bay, as you know, it's where they say one love. So right. I just figured I would bring everybody out to Montego Bay, you know, some of the Jamaican artists as well as, you know, some of the artists from the state. I mean, and, you know, the island is a beautiful island. Montego Bay is a beautiful island. So I just wanted to do my first one there. It's very sexy, like you said, very sexy. Thank you for helping me out. So, you know, I wanted to just bring everything there, you know, make that the first one, make the second one there. You know, once I build it to the point that I want to really build it to, I'll see if I'll do the third or fourth day and take it somewhere else, you know what I'm saying? So that was basically what I wanted to do.
You know, Keith, now you and I, we go back, but I'm going to get to that a little later. But we go further back, and you probably don't remember this. When I first started in radio in the 80s, I was working in the city. I come from Chicago. I was working in a city called Macon, Georgia. You, along with Kid and Play and Salt and Pepper, you remember this?
I think so.
Yeah. You tour with so many people you don't even remember, man. But that was the first time I saw you.
I know I toured with Salt and Pepper, you know.
Kid and Play was there too, man.
Well, I don't know, but I forget about them. I know it was, it was Salt and Pepper. I know about Salt and Pepper. I'm just joking.
Kid and Play, they were there too. Let me ask you, man.
Heavy D was there too, I think.
I'm sure she was.
Heavy D.
Oh, Heavy D. Heavy D. Yeah.
Heavy D.
I thought you said Jackie McGee.
No, I said that. No, she was the background singer. I said Heavy D.
Oh, Heavy D.
Maybe I've been in Atlanta too long. Right. Heavy D.
See, Keith, you lost the New York accent, man. This is gone, man.
Heavy D.
There you go. Now, that was in 1988. How have you stayed relevant all this time, man?
Oh, you know, I keep begging, baby.
All right.
I keep begging.
Yeah. Right.
If you beg, you're going to get what you want eventually.
Ladies, y'all like begging, ladies? They like begging.
Yeah,
now, you know, when you came out, did you know that you'd be as successful as you are? I know you were confident with your music, but, I mean, you know, multi-platinum, multi-award winning. Did you think you'd be right here today?
I mean, honestly, you know, when I first came out, I just wanted to put out a record because my mom thought I wasn't going to do nothing with myself. So, you know, I actually did it because I wanted to prove a point to her. And one thing led to another, and you know, when I put my first record out and it hit, then I did the album, and then they were playing like 4 or 5 cuts off the album, and then it just, you know, it just escalated from that point. But I had no idea it would lead up until the point it is now. I never thought that people would be calling me a living legend at this point. You know, I didn't even think about anything like that.
Right. You know, speaking about your mom, you and I just shared this. You know, your mom she's sick.
Severely sick.
Severely sick. And, you know, I was talking to you about my mother, you know, who's stage 4. And, you know, I really want to say, you know, thank you for even being here with us today. You know, taking this time to do this. You know, it really means a lot. You know, this just says, man, you know, how many people you know have surrounded around you and how many people support you, man. These people really love you, Keith, man. So, Sweat Fest.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sweat Fest. How long have you had this inception of doing this?
Well, you know, I had it for a minute, you know what I'm saying? You know, I wanted to do it. I experimented with it for the last 3 years. So this year I said to myself, let me just go ahead and make it happen because, you know, a lot of people didn't think I was going to make it happen. I kept talking about it. I saw so many other, you know, people that were on radio doing their thing. I'm not going to mention it because I don't know if it's your competition or not. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no competition, man.
I mean, I'm just saying I don't know. You know, I don't want to speak about the other people on the other end. But, you know, I didn't know if, you know, I saw them do it. So I said, you know, let me go ahead and do it because I felt like I had a brand. I had a big following. And I just felt like I could offer people something that they would enjoy And you know, I know what I like to do, and I know the experience I like to have when I go, you know, and go on trips and things along that line. And that's why I put the acts together that I put together, because I feel it reaches our genre of music, you know, like with 112 and Teddy and Blackstreet and all that. That's the era that y'all all grew up listening to,
right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to see, you know, I love all the other people, but I just felt like I wanted to do the 80, 90 era music. And then I got my man Pleasure P, who's over there right now, who I manage now. You know, like I asked him, and you know, Pleasure has always been I mean, one thing about Pleasure, he's a real vocalist, and you know, the first time he ever came to my house, I did a song for him. And I realized, I said, man, you can really sing. You're not like the rest of these other young artists that really can't sing. And you're very, very soulful.
Right.
And, you know, at that point, you know, I got close with him. I got tight with him. He a little off the chain sometimes, but, you know, but he all right.
I see you on Facebook, man, your blogs and Twitter.
Yeah, you know.
We got Keith Sweat. We got more coming up. And don't forget to hit KeithSweat.com to find out about Sweatfest. We'll be back. Hot 105. Hot Live, y'all.
Hot 105.